And we are back with another video.
Yes.
Look, today we're going to be talking about exactly how we feel about getting married at a courthouse.
And honestly, guys, I still feel really strongly about doing things that way.
We have not talked about this in a really long time, basically since it happened. So I'm gonna find out how she feels about it 2 years later. She gonna find out how I feel about it 2 years later. Y'all gonna find out how we feel about it 2 years later.
Everyone's gonna find out.
If you guys are new to the channel, make sure y'all click the subscribe button, hit the post notification bell, because we post every single day.
And smash the like button.
As far as everything goes, if you guys have been following our story, then you guys already know we got married at a courthouse. And if you guys haven't been following our story, I'm gonna help y'all out. I'm gonna put some links down below. Y'all can find out exactly how we met, how we got married, how we almost divorced, and how we still here today, holding strong, baby.
I mean, honestly, I think it's a pretty cool story, so go catch up if you have not watched it.
Squad, we gonna need y'all to watch these videos. So go ahead and click them down below, then come back to this one, watch this one, then go watch those videos. Do whatever y'all need to do, but y'all need to watch them videos, learn a little bit more about us, learn a little bit more about basically how this relationship exists today.
How we got here, right here, sitting in front of you.
As far as the ceremony goes at a courthouse, I'm gonna go ahead and let Eden start with that.
I mean, for me, I think about it a lot. I honestly was thinking about it literally just today and yesterday and like the day before.
That's probably why we filming this video.
Legit. I don't know. I feel like it was just kind of like, it was kind of like a letdown for me. Like I built it up in my head, like my whole life that my wedding needed to be like kind of big and like kind of extravagant, because like that's what you see in the movies and everything, and it was just kind of a letdown. It was just a huge letdown, I have to be honest.
But for our situation, it was definitely a letdown. Like just the way everything went down, y'all. It was a letdown more than just going to a courthouse, because I don't know how courthouse weddings usually go, or like ceremonies usually go at the courthouse, but when we were at the courthouse, it was kind of like we did the ceremony, we said our vows, you know, afterwards we over here like, you know, hugging, kind of like basking in the moment,
like,
celebrating.
We just got married,
eh? We just got married, eh? But then we got a little knock on the door and it was like, y'all done celebrating? We was like, hey, we need like 5 more. No, y'all need to get out, man. There's a few more people in line. There's a few more people in line. We ain't got time for that
That's
today, y'all.
legit
Get
what
out.
happened. It's like we only had the room for like I thought we would have the room until we were like done with the room, and we weren't taking like a long time.
Exactly. I mean, we paid money.
We literally just got married.
We paid money though.
We just said I do. Like, can you give us like 3 minutes to be happy about it?
Get out.
Nah.
Do that outside. So, I mean, it was definitely underwhelming in that way.
Honestly, I was already a little underwhelmed, but that like killed it for me. I honestly think that's what I regret to that day. Is that lady. That lady, you ruined her wedding day.
I mean, but she really didn't ruin it, because at the same time, it was something that we laughed about. I mean, kind of sarcastically for a little bit.
We laughed about it, but I still think about it. I don't like that.
That was low-key messed up, y'all. But as far as just the whole situation goes, I'm gonna let y'all know I was kind of embarrassed about it. And I'm not typically one that cares about what other people see or think of me, but in this situation, things were just a little bit different. Back then, I'm not embarrassed about it now, obviously, because I'm telling you guys about it and I wouldn't be doing that. But yeah, it was kind of embarrassing to me. And I don't know if it was more so because the whole social media thing and how everything looks perfect. Everybody's having these big giant extravaganzas and celebrations with they weddings and with all their family around, all the pictures, all everything, the crazy venues that they show on there. And I felt like, as a man, I felt underaccomplished.
Aww.
For like actually like the wedding. And I know we got married a little bit early, and I don't know if things could have been different. I mean, I would have definitely loved to do it differently. So I was embarrassed for that moment, because what other people may have thought. I only told my best friends, like just very, very few people, and my family, because I was kind of embarrassed about it.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't tell a lot of people. Like my family knew, like 2 of my close friends knew, initially we were gonna like have the ceremony like later, like already have it, like where we haven't had it.
And it got to the point where we didn't want to tell people we had already gotten married because we wanted people to basically see that moment as the moment we got married at the actual wedding, big extravaganza that never happened, y'all. I mean, to make that happen, it would have been dang near impossible. We're not gonna sit here and lie to you like we've got it all together, because we don't. Not at all. I mean, we're not doing bad, but we're not doing necessarily like we ain't popping, y'all. We ain't popping them dollars, y'all, because we couldn't. We couldn't pay $20,000 and $30,000 for a wedding. You know what I mean?
That's a lot for like 20-somethings to pay. I was like fresh out of college, you know, like I didn't have money to contribute.
And the bad thing is, I felt like I was doing so good with like the money that I had coming in, but it just wasn't enough for that. I feel like I was doing so much better than my peers, and I don't know where most of these people get their money from. I think it may be from parents paying for their weddings, but we didn't necessarily have that as an option for those big giant weddings that she wanted to have. We could have definitely had a small wedding, but instead of having that small wedding, we decided to spend our money on ourselves. You feel me? We went out to Hawaii and had a great honeymoon.
I mean, afterwards, like Hawaii was great. Hawaii like did kind of make up for it. But afterwards, I feel like I just like pushed down my feelings of like how we did it. And I don't know, I honestly think I just think I completely pushed down my feelings on it. But I do wish we did it differently, or I wish we at least invited people. Like I wish it wasn't like the secret thing we did. I wish like we, at least if we were gonna do it in a courthouse, we like invited people and like, it was still like a celebration, you know?
But that's more so hindsight, because that other wedding was supposed to happen.
True.
And yeah, looking back at it, that was like our wedding now. But at the same time, I believe Eden has strong feelings for it. I can tell she is my wife. And I want to be able to give her that big giant wedding someday. So hopefully I'm able to do that in the future.
Yeah, I mean,
or it'd be more of a we thing now. So hopefully we are able to do that inside the future.
It doesn't have to be like huge and extravagant. Like it doesn't even have to be expensive. I just regret that like all my people weren't there. And so that's what I want in the future. Like I want like his family to be there, like his friends, and like just like the people. It doesn't have to be like huge, like 100 people. Like, I just want the people that are close to us to kind of come and like celebrate with us, like the way they never really got a chance to before.
Yeah, I mean, I want that for you. For me, for me, in regards to like everything now, if it was just me, then I would say we already are married. We've been married for 2 years. What's the point of a ceremony? I would like to celebrate our love in front of people and things like that, but we celebrate our love every single day for y'all. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Nah?
I mean, yeah, but like I don't know, the ceremony would be nice. It's something I've thought of forever, like forever and ever. Like girls, you know, you think about it like forever and ever. And it's just kind of sad to think like if it never happens for me, because I like wanted it for so long.
So I mean, we gonna have to do it one day, y'all. We gonna have to have
It's like a little one.
we gonna have to have a really good wedding, more than what we had before. So hopefully people will still show up. You know, your people coming.
My people coming. I have to tell you.
In regards to everything, I mean, I don't believe that the way you get married determines how strong your marriage is, because for the most part, I know a lot of people that spend a lot of money on weddings, a lot of money on rings. Well, I mean, you got that little rock costs a lot of money. You feel me? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? That rock costs a lot of money, but that doesn't mean anything either, y'all. So I would say, as far as for other people, young people who are thinking about getting married, make sure you don't overspend, because I've seen people overspend on certain things, and it doesn't make the marriage, right?
No, it definitely doesn't make the marriage. I mean, if y'all are like out there at marriage stages and you're thinking about getting married in a courthouse versus like not getting married in a courthouse, like if you're fine with it, like just go do it. There's nothing wrong with it. Like there's a lot of people do it. There's totally nothing wrong with it. It's just not necessarily what I like wanted But that's just me, like personally. But there's nothing wrong. Like, go do it. If you're fine with it, go do it.
But I like that we actually got married when we got married. To be all the way honest. And like I was saying, a lot of people will spend a lot of money and do all those things and then be broke up like a year later, getting a divorce and all this stuff.
We almost looked at it.
I mean, that was almost us. It was almost us. And no hate to the people that happened to, but I feel like marriage, there's so much more to marriage than to be thinking about the things that don't really hold value past the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy we got married. I wanted to marry him. I didn't want to necessarily just wait to marry him because of the ceremony. I just wish it all like came together, you know? Like I wish like at the moment we were ready to get married, like we had the money. In a perfect world. And we could have done it and it just all worked. Like we also wanted to live together and we didn't want to live together unmarried. So, you know, like all that, like there's like a lot of factors.
Although we was kind of already living together at your parents' house for that summer.
That's true.
But it was a different situation. That's that we was trying to save up money. We were trying to save up money to have a wedding and do those things, and we decided, hey, we just about to go ahead and get married, y'all. And we went ahead and got married and moved in with each other, and I mean, the rest is history.
Yeah.
It is simple as that. So, as far as how I feel 2 years later after getting married at a courthouse, I think that was the best decision that I ever made. To be all the way honest, that was the best decision that I ever made. It may have not been as special as a moment, but like I said, the things that don't hold value and just hold value for the moment, those aren't the real important things. The important things is how we treat each other and just us being together and just holding strong and valuing marriage. The value is in the actual marriage, y'all. Not on a piece of paper, not in the moment, not in a picture, but how you live day to day and how you see yourself in the future with your spouse.
I guess
learning to love each other more and more.
That's true. Like, but that's a whole different discussion, like how marriage goes after you get married. But I guess my feelings on it 2 years later, like bottom line is, I'm happy we got married, and I'm happy that
The end. It's over. The end.
I'm happy we got married, and I'm happy everything like went how it went and like got us to where we are right now. Even though some of it like kind of sucked, but I'm happy where we are right now. I just wish it all came together. I wish we did it differently. Still married in the courthouse, but I wish we just did it differently.
Okay.
A little bit.
Just more people showing up and
just
stuff
more
like
people.
that.
I wish more people were there, yeah. So that's my thing. That's my thing I think about and like kind of regret. Like I wish it wasn't like so secretive, but.
And we didn't tell people for weeks, but then we had to tell everybody because as time went on, first of all, we was excited to be married to each other. And second off, we didn't see that other wedding coming anytime soon because we were like, hey, we need to get this down payment for this house, this Cali house. That's gonna be about 50 bands. And yeah, that didn't happen. That's why we out in Texas. But hey, we building y'all. We building y'all. That this is not a down video. This is a great video. We about to do great things in the future. If y'all part of the squad, then go ahead and smash that like button because I know y'all like this video. Let's get this video to 500 likes because 500 likes because we showing our love. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all said that we need to show more love on our channel. So I don't know what y'all want me to do. I don't know what y'all want over here.
He's like a bad guy. Like, yeah, he's kind of extra sometimes.
Nah, they haters. Don't even respond to them. they haters. Everybody know I love you. Everybody know you love me. And hey, we strong, baby. If you guys like this video or y'all want to see something else on marriage or any type of topic,
anything you want us to talk about, we will talk about it.
Let us know down below inside the comments. Thank you guys if you guys stayed throughout this whole entire video.
Let us know if you did.
And until next time, we out.